For months now, a public uproar has erupted over deals involving the Kenyan government and the Indian Adani group. So what started as a bid to take over the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport on a 30-year lease has now turned into another proposal to enter Kenya's energy sector. Under a public-private partnership deal, also known as PPP, Adani is set to construct power transmission lines and substations at a cost of 157 billion. In total, Adani's proposal to the Kenyan government amounts to 400 billion. So why Adani? And how did all this begin? Let's take a trip down memory lane to December 2013 when then President Uhuru Kenyatta and his then DP William Ruto oversaw the groundbreaking of the Greenfield Terminal. This involved a 56 billion investment intended to enhance JKIA's passenger capacity to 20 million a year and also build a second runway. The project received a green light but was mysteriously halted when the government cancelled the contract in March 2016. Reports at the time claimed that top officials in government and private investors differed on the terms. This halted plans of refurbishing JKIA until 2022 when William Ruto became president. One challenge to revive the Greenfield Terminal, however, curtailed their efforts.
We have come to the treasury and the coffers are empty.
This is what Ruto's administration said of the country's financial situation when they took over. This meant a loss of 4.5 billion that was already paid to Chinese contractors for the project. The government also paid an additional 600 million to settle the matter under arbitration. With the government lacking funds to refurbish the airport, they looked for another method: PPP. In June 2023, then Transport CS Kipchumba Murkomen said the government would invite bids to construct a new terminal at JKIA. 6 months later, Murkomen said that the government was in the process of advertising the construction of a GFT that would be out by mid-January 2024, and by 2027, the country would have a new terminal.
Many problems that we've been having, and I promise you that in the next 3 years, once we build a new terminal, as I said jokingly the other day, those who say crucify us will be singing Hosanna, Hosanna.
An invitation for bids for an agency to advise the government was published in May 2024. Interestingly, 2 months earlier, Adani had submitted a privately initiated proposal to KAA at a cost of 242 billion. The deal involved leasing JKIA to Adani to refurbish the airport for 30 years. Details of the deal began surfacing online, leading to public uproar despite the government assuring Kenyans that no official deal had been signed. On September 13, 2024, the new Transport CS, Davis Churchill, confirmed that the process was undergoing public participation. Now onto the transmission lines. Kenya has been suffering from frequent blackouts, with some taking hours before power is restored. To completely solve the issue, Energy CS or PO1DI has said that the government needs 645 billion. So Adani submitted a proposal to Ksh.400 to jointly work with Africa 50 and invest over 158 billion. This involves building a 206-kilometer Gilgil-Thika-Malawa-Konza power transmission line, 95-kilometer Rongai-Keringet-Chemosit, and the 70-kilometer Menengai-Olkalau-Rumuruti lines. The Indian firm will also construct a substation at Lesos and similar facilities in Rongai, Nakuru, and Kisumu. According to the Kenyan government, the deal is not yet sealed. So what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.